I know what that means. Welcome back to Good Things. No, it is not Friday here. It is actually Thursday. But since we're going to be on the move tomorrow, they're coming to you live from Laurel. I got Miss Tanya in the house now to talk about movies. And I already can tell you what the number one movie is over the last week.
Yes, and it was a big number one, too.
Yeah, him and Luigi are doing pretty darn well worldwide.
And I think eat a lot of pizza.
I think folks are kind of pleasantly surprised by it. A lot of parents say, finally, a kid's movie that's just a kid's movie. And then I think a lot of adults are enjoying it, too. You probably would say the same.
And it's a good, it's well animated. I still have not seen it, though, so I can't give a full review. But, yeah, I've heard nothing but good.
My daughter gets to go to her birthday party Saturday to see it.
Oh,
I thought
that'll
how
be
much fun for that right age, sort of for that. So she's looking forward to getting to finally see it. Yeah.
Well, good. Yeah, that'll be too bad it's not today in all this rain. Great day to go to the movie.
Great movie day. Absolutely. So if we're not going to see that,
well, we've got lots of new releases coming out this weekend. Really something for everybody. The first one is Renfield, and this is a story about Dracula and his loyal servant. And the loyal servant wants to break away from Dracula, but how do you do that when Dracula is your boss? And so he's, trying to drum up the courage to get away from him, but they're codependent on each other, so he can't quite break away. But it stars Nicolas Cage, who plays Dracula. Yeah. And he looks so good in the previews that I've seen. Nicholas Hoult plays his servant. It is rated R for some gory images, and I've listened to a lot of interviews with the actors this week, and it sounds like it's funny, but it's also going to have some cringy moments too. So if that's your thing, it is rated R for a reason. And then kind of along those same lines, we have another horror movie called The Pope's Exorcist that's out with Russell Crowe, and it follows the Vatican's leading exorcist as he investigates the possession of a child and uncovers a conspiracy that the Vatican's trying to cover up. So, no thank you. That is just not my kind of movie.
I'm going to let someone else review that one for me.
One that is getting a lot of fun attention is called Mafia Mama. This one's rated R, and it's about an American mother, just a normal, everyday mom that inherits her grandfather's mafia empire in Italy. So it's a classic fish out of water kind of story. So she is the new head of the mafia, and it's just funny. I've seen several extended clips of this, and it's just funny. I mean, just to see... to me, it's relatable, even though there's no way I would ever be the head of a mafia group. It's just
funny.
That
anyone would leave it to someone who didn't even know about the business.
Exactly. Yeah. But I think it does a good job of showing you or showing what it's like when you do feel like you're in the wrong place.
There's several, I guess, movie streaming or TV shows that have played off this suburban mother image or good mom image that's got these, side hustles that aren't exactly wholesome.
Yeah. Stealing from banks and things like that.
I can't think of with humor, though, wrapped up in it. But it feels like it's playing into that.
That is kind of a trend we're seeing now that, after Me Too, trying to make, more opportunities for women and showing, hey, they're more than just a mom.
Mm-hmm. They can be a mom and run a mafia.
Yeah. And then Sweetwater, this one is PG-13. And this is a story based on a true story. Nat Clifton, known as Sweetwater, he was the first African-American to sign an NBA contract. And he changed the way that basketball was played forever, but he started off with the Harlem Globetrotters, and so that's why his name may be familiar. It's PG-13, but he plays, you see him as a Harlem Globetrotter and what that is like, and then his journey to actually ultimately sign that contract. So good, inspiring, feel-good movie. And then as far as some streaming stuff, and this one I did get a chance to see. Murder Mystery 2 is on Netflix right now with
saw that one
Adam
as well.
Sandler. Yeah, Adam and Jennifer Aniston, who I don't know why, but they're kind of a believable couple. I mean, but the thing I love about this movie, of course, if you saw the first one, this was just a little bit more of the same, but it's fun. And I mean, I just think some of the little jokes are funny, but I don't know how Jennifer does it, but she manages to pull off being just a normal person. I mean, she's just so gorgeous and has it all. And yet you see her falling over, these rich people or whatever, thinking, she's another fish out of water kind of deal. But, but we know in real life, she's right up there with these rich people.
I thought it was cute. They are, I don't know if believable couple in terms of, but their personalities match really well.
Yeah. And in real life, I think as a result of the first murder mystery movie, they have become very close friends and vacation together with his wife, and I'm not sure if Jennifer's dating anyone right now, but
she's pregnant.
They've become a little family. Oh, really?
From what I heard. I think, maybe. I don't know. Rhino's over there Googling. Google Jennifer Aniston's life story and tell us about it.
But yeah, so this one picks up about 4 years after the first one. And some of the characters that we met in the first one are back in a hilarious way. At this time, their detective business is kind of struggling. As a result of that, their marriage is kind of struggling. And they get an invitation from Vikram from the first movie for his wedding. He's about to get married. And they go thinking, hey, we're going to be around all of these rich people. Maybe we'll drum up some business. And one of the jokes was maybe one of our friends will get killed while we're there. And
it kind of happens.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. So I think it's cute. I think it's a family friendly. I mean, your kids probably won't necessarily love all of it, but having it on, it's fine in the room.
Yeah, it is PG-13, but I think that they probably aren't going to be interested in it. But yeah, like you said, there's no harm.
She's not pregnant, man. Okay, I don't want to break the internet. Don't know where I read it, but
she came out in a interview recently talking about how she struggled to get pregnant with in vitro fertilization, and it didn't work. And she said that she wishes someone had told her when she was younger to freeze her eggs, because now that ship has sailed.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry, Jennifer.
Yeah, there's always adoption.
There is that, absolutely.
So one thing that has happened recently is the Critics' Choice Association, they have another ceremony that is for all of the action superhero genre.
Oh, fun.
They call them the Super Awards. And guess what won Best Action Movie?
What?
Top Gun.
Ah!
So Top Gun Maverick is a winner, and Tom Cruise got Best Actor.
Nah.
In an action movie. Viola Davis got Best Actress for The Woman King. I was very pumped about that. And then the best superhero movie was The Batman. So some of the movies that maybe don't get attention from the Oscars but are great movies got some love from the critics.
Did you get to vote for that one?
I did. For this one, the only thing that you have to do is watch everything in every category in order to vote. And I had already done that, so that was easy.
Who'd you vote for?
I voted for the winners. I voted for Top Gun. I did vote for Tom Cruise. Actress, I voted for Viola. And superhero movie, I think I actually voted for Black Panther. But I was very happy.
Is that new one streaming yet?
It is. It is on Disney Plus.
Jeff in Oxford wants to know if you've heard about the movie Tetris, or have you heard if it's good? Is it? Am I saying that correctly, Rhino? Tetris?
I have not heard anything about it.
Is it after the video game? Because how would you make a movie out of that?
It's an Apple TV exclusive, if I'm not mistaken, starring, is it Edgerton? Is that the guy? They all kind of look alike to me.
Yes.
But yeah, it's the story of how the game Tetris kind of got stolen, borrowed, bought, depending on the story you hear, from a mathematician in Russia, and got made as a game in America. Became probably one of the most prolific games ever.
I was awesome at it. That was like my growing up on my Sega. I would say awesome at it. I felt like I was
in the
decent
same
at it.
vein as the Air movie, talking about the behind-the-scenes look at Michael Jordan's first shoe with Nike. This is a behind-the-scenes kind of look at how the game Tetris.
Which is probably where the first, instances of anxiety really showed up in my life, because you start to get higher and your heart rate starts going, and then you finally clear off some things, and you're like, whoo, and then it rises again. It was a big telltale sign for forecasting for later in my life, Tanya. But okay, we got some good options for this weekend, so I appreciate that. We'll be back on regular schedule on Friday coming up next week. But you guys stick with us. We got more for you coming up.